During the early 2000s, it seemed like every single company or website wanted to have their own little online world where you could log on, chat with others, or play mini games. And in fact, one of those was basically my entire life. No, I'm not talking about Webkins, or Monkey Kingdom, or Pop Tropica, or Nicktropolis, or Toontown, or The Club, or Wizard 101, or Roblox, or Pirates of the Caribbean Online, or Beanie Babies 2.0, or NFL Restaurant, or Animal Jam. What I'm talking about is Club Penguin. When I was younger and Club Penguin was still alive, I was playing that any chance I had. This game was basically my life. My penguin was myself. I was Cucu96. However, this isn't a story about the fun times I had on Club Penguin. What I'm about to tell you is a tragedy. This is a story about the downfall of Cucu96. Let's start all the way back in January of 2007. The winter fiesta was in full swing, and I had finally convinced my parents to let me create an account after watching my sister play the game on Miniclip. In a sad attempt to spell Coco, Cucu96 was born. Why 96? I have no idea, but now I had an account on Club Penguin. Fast forward to October, and Club Penguin was celebrating its second anniversary. With that event, they gave a free orange and yellow party hat to all the penguins. I had seen my friend's blue and green party hat from the year before, but I didn't know it was something they gave out to celebrate its anniversary each year. Years would go by, and family and friends would stop playing Club Penguin, but I would continue. At this point, there was a status quo with how rare your penguin was. As more items were added to the game, older items wouldn't be brought back. The older your items were, the cooler you were. However, there was one item that stood out from the rest. It was a party hat, very much like my orange and yellow one, and my neighbor's blue and green one from the first anniversary. This hat, though, was very special. Only available 2 times in 2-hour windows, each when the game first launched. Although it was only called the party hat, it would be known by the community as the beta hat. If you owned the beta hat, it was ultimate proof that you were a Club Penguin OG. You were the rarest of the rares. For little Liam, this was something he aspired to own. Although he knew there would be no way for him to get it legitimately, as Club Penguin would never make it available again, he was determined to find a way. Now, I may be stupid for thinking I could possibly get my own beta hat, but that stupidity also came with persistence. I would watch every single YouTube tutorial and read through every single Club Penguin's tips and tricks website to somehow find a way to get that hat. And surprised to absolutely no one, none of the methods would work. Things were looking bleak and I was getting desperate. In a Hail Mary attempt, I would email Club Penguin themselves and see if they could get me the beta hat. They said no. What else were they gonna say? Why did I think that would work? I tried everything I could to legitimately get this beta hat to no avail. In a last-ditch effort, I would turn to a method I had been too scared to try before, but with nothing else working, I would have to try hacking. In my deep searches to find ways of getting the beta hat, I would consistently come across websites that claimed they could hack the beta hat into your penguin's inventory. However, I was not about to Dan Cooper this heist and go all in at once. I wanted to test the waters before jumping into beta hat territory. I first used a website that said it would add coins to my account. I started small by only adding 100 coins into my account and then checking to see if it was there. The system worked. Now I started to get confident. I added 1 million coins to my account. It worked. I was rich and my plan was working. Now I had to see if I could add items into my account. The website also had an option to add clothing and furniture. I went with something that wouldn't seem out of the ordinary. A chair. I added a ton to my account. It worked. I got away with it. I felt like I was on the top of the world, able to bend it to my will. Anything I wanted, I could get. So with this newfound power, what did I do? I started using it on others. My neighbor across the street still played Club Penguin with me from time to time, so I wanted to show it off. I had him give me his account information, and I gifted him thousands of coins. I was now confident in my ability to be able to hack the beta hat onto my account. Now this website allowed me to add items onto my account too, but the beta hat was not one of those items. I would have to find a new website. After days of searching and many viruses put onto my computer, I finally found one that seemed like it would work. I was going to get a beta hat. After so much trial and error, I was now only a few clicks away from finally getting a beta hat that I worked so hard to get. I put in my account information into one last sketchy website and clicked on Add Item. I logged onto my account to see if it really worked. It did. I had a beta hat. To do a victory lap, I even added it to my neighbor's account as well. I couldn't wait any longer, and I equipped the beta hat. Finally seeing the pink and yellow swirly hat equipped to my penguin felt fantastic. However, that all would not last long. Probably not even like 10 seconds later, another penguin throws a snowball at me and says, "Hey, I'm gonna get noticed for being a rare penguin," I thought, but what I would read next would break me. It was simply, "You're not on the list." I was so confused at what this could mean. List? What list? Then I thought about my beta hat. Is there a list of penguins with a beta hat? I frantically searched it up, and to my dismay there was. I searched my name, knowing darn well it wouldn't be on there. The realization that I was caught was sinking in. In less than 10 seconds, I was discovered to be a fraud. To make it worse, as I switched back to the tab Club Penguin was on, I was greeted with a big bright orange notification alerting me that I was banned. Forever. I sat there for minutes in disbelief at what had just occurred, as though I had entered a Wild West quick draw as a criminal, and the sheriff was just too much of a quick shooter for me to keep up. Then another realization hit me. I had put Pandora's box into the hands of my neighbor as well. I quickly grabbed the phone and I called him, telling him that he would have the beta hat in his inventory, but he should absolutely not put it on. What if he hates me for giving him that? What if I don't get into college because they see I got banned for hacking into Club Penguin? What will I do with the Cucu96 What if I make another account with a separate email, completely different name? Should I stop? They never know, Club Penguin, right? Was it worth it? My life was Cucu96's life. If he had no life, did I have any? A few days after being banned, I would log on to Club Penguin in hopes it was just a dream and I never was banned. But unfortunately, that wasn't the case. Cucu96 was gone. Forever. I would create a new email on a penguin by the name of YoMonkey5185, but after the tragic ending of Cucu96, Club Penguin would not feel like the same game. I lost everything. I was no longer a rare penguin. Everything I owned with Cucu96 was gone. All I had was whatever they gave you at the start. Maybe it was time for me to move on from Club Penguin. All of my friends had. Maybe I should as well. I would continue to play the game for a little after getting banned, but the time I spent playing would become less and less. On January 30th, 2017, Club Penguin would make an announcement that the desktop version of the game would be discontinued 2 months later on March 30th. When that date came around, I decided to hop on Club Penguin one last time. It was very different. Nothing really looked the same. It felt like an entirely new game. One that I wasn't sure if I left behind or it left me behind. While Cucu96 would not survive to see the end, flip the iceberg, or collect one last party hat, the successor, YoMonkey5185, would, without any hacks. As we were disconnected from the server, Club Penguin was gone, along with everything connected to it. Cucu96, YoMonkey5185, the beta hat, and everything else was gone, as though it didn't even matter. With the absence of Club Penguin on the desktop, fans would come together and recreate Club Penguin as though it had never left. The most notable would be Club Penguin Rewritten, a clone of the early days of Club Penguin, the one that I grew up with. With a completely new system, Rewritten didn't carry over any of the data from the original, which meant not only was Cucu96 not banned on Rewritten, he hadn't existed yet. Once Rewritten would release, I created a penguin by the name of Cucu96, as though I never learned how to spell Coco, and he was reborn. While I may not have the beta hat, it didn't matter anymore. Both mine and Cucu96's problems had faded away, and we were free to waddle on once more.
I'll pick this up and check this out.